Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your love snapshots for July 2017. The love snapshots, for those of you who don't know, are short three-card general reading on the path of love and romance for those of you who are coupled and those who are single and dating and looking, or are single and thinking about getting back into the dating arena if you've been out of it for some time. So if you're not looking for a love and relationship reading, just stick with the generals at the beginning and the middle of the month. So these are still general readings, so make sure to check your rising and your moon sign as well. They may play out a little more predictively for you, or just give you additional clarification and insight into the path of love and romance for you for July 2017, because of course there's many of you watching and they're not going to mean the same thing to the same degree for everyone watching. Even if they resonate, the specifics will play out differently, of course, because everybody has different things going on in their lives, but the energy fundamentally remains the same. Thank you always. Thank you for your likes, share, subscribes, your feedback, comments, and support. Thank you so very much for those. And a general thank you to those of you who continue to keep me so very busy with personal one-on-one readings. Always an honor and always a pleasure to be able to read for you. And if any of you are interested in a one-on-one reading with me and you haven't read with me before, you can click on the About or Description button on my channel's homepage for a little more information and my email address. You can email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. I do a wide variety of readings, and I do readings full-time 6 days a week, so turnaround time is anywhere from a few days upwards of 2 weeks. But since I'm able to get back with you pretty quickly, almost always set up a reading for you within a 2-week period of time. So email me if you're interested. We'll go from there. So moving right into this reading is for the earth sign of Virgo for July 2017. Let us see what the month of July 2017 has in store for the earth sign of Virgo. Love and romance, love snapshot for Virgo, July 2017, 3 cards. Virgo, love, July. Okay, Virgo, we have the Tower, the Lovers, and the Fool. 3 major arcana cards. So Virgo, it looks like divine timing and orchestration is heavily at play in the month of July 2017. It looks like a profound month for love and romance for a lot of you. Of course, if this doesn't resonate with you, then your rising or moon sign may be a little more predictive for you. All 3 major arcana cards. Wow, very strong, profound energy. Looks like some significant decisions, or at least a significant decision, will need to be made or is needing to be made in the month of July for a lot of you under the umbrella of love and romance for both couples and singles. For those of you for whom that resonates, this resonates. So the Tower card is first, major arcana card. The Tower card represents a major event, typically unexpected major event coming in to really shake up foundations that you thought were fairly secure or stable. A lot of people are nervous about the Tower card, or it scares them because it's viewed as a card that often represents the destruction or removal of something we're attached to, something we think is stable, and it sometimes can represent that. It does represent a kind of a life-changing, potentially game-changing event. This could also be like a real rocking of a belief system you've held for quite some time in an unexpected kind of way. I do feel like something unexpected happens for you in the month of July, Virgo, for a lot of you. And the specifics of the energy remains the same, but the specifics, of course, are going to play out differently depending on which Virgo you are watching this. So something significant and profound is coming in to shake things up, potentially change things on the path of love and romance for you. Now, how does this continue to play out? Well, next to that, we have the Lovers, which can represent a very passionate, very heat-filled, very connective, soulmate, kindred spirit, romantic relationship. It represents needing to make a significant choice, particularly a significant relationship choice. In the early tarot decks, this was not called the Lovers, it was called the Choice, and it showed a man standing in front of 2 women. The implication being, of course, he needed to make a choice between 2 people, which was going to affect the lives of all 3. So needing to make a significant choice that will affect a primary relationship and affect probably 2 or 3 people, or potentially even more. So whatever this event comes in, this major event, this thing that happens that comes in, for both those single and those attached, a significant decision is going to be made. For those of you who are coupled in a relationship or marriage, regardless of whether it's been long-term or it hasn't been that long, but it's still a committed relationship, some of you may be caught between two people. Some of you may be in a committed relationship. Okay, I'm hearing that somebody, maybe even a handful of somebodies, but I think it's a smaller percentage, somebody who's in a committed relationship already, someone from your past has shown up, someone you were involved with before from your past has shown up unexpectedly, and it's really, really thrown you for a loop. Tower card energy, and they have approached you in the hopes of coming back together again or wanting a second chance. And even though you're in a committed relationship, there is you're feeling a strong pull towards this person. So there's where that big decision-making ability has come into play. For others of you, this could represent, again, somebody else, a third person, a third party person, that you need to make a decision about. Perhaps it's your partner. There's a third party person, and it's on your partner side, and they're the ones that need to make a decision. For some of you, and I feel like it could be a smaller portion of you, it could be someone perhaps making that decision, or you actually making that decision in the month of July, and it's a very challenging, difficult position to be in. For those of you who are single and dating, some of you may be faced between making a dating choice between, focusing on dating one person, dating another person. For those of you single, I don't feel like the Tower card energy, I feel like the Tower card energy is more, I'm feeling it more on the coupled side than I am on the single side. Although for those of you who are dating, there could be something, a major event or something that's happened that's actually shaken up maybe a belief system you have about love and romance, or about your dating path in general, which leads you to maybe make a major decision on what your dating goals are, or what your relationship goals are. But I feel like in terms of it being attached to a specific person or a specific event, I feel like for the majority of you, it's more for couples than for singles. I'm getting that for some of you who are coupled, this event that's occurring, for some of you it has absolutely nothing to do with another person. It's some kind of event that's happened in your life, in your home, in your family life, which has put you in a position of needing to make a major decision that's going to affect your primary relationship or affect your marriage. I'm getting for some of you it's moving. I'm actually just getting that somebody is losing their job, and you may have to move and relocate for work, which is going to be a major decision, which of course is going to affect your entire family. That's interesting. So the third and final card, hang on, I'm getting something else I need to sort out here. Okay, this is similar energy to what I was getting for the coupled person, someone from your past coming back. I am getting that that's relevant also for somebody, or for some of you who are single and dating. It's kind of like you're out there, you're dating, you're having some nice experiences, whatever, you're just dating, and someone from your past comes back into the picture very unexpectedly. I feel like for some of you, this is somebody that you really, really loved, or that you were really connected with. You had a very, very passionate relationship with, and it ended very badly, or it was painful, it was very bad, and their coming back again has just kind of almost like it's really rocked your world. And again, they're coming back in the hopes of having a second chance with you, and it's put you in a position of needing to make this decision. Interesting. I feel like the relationship you had before and the breakup that you had was very, very difficult. Okay, so your third and final card is the Fool, my favorite major arcana card in the deck. The Fool represents new beginnings. It can also represent, the Fool also is here to remind us it's about new beginnings, and it can also represent stepping outside your comfort zone, taking a risk. For those of you single and dating, it can represent you needing to be open to perhaps dating a different kind of person, dating a different kind of man, a different kind of woman, maybe somebody who comes from a different background than you, or someone different than what you're normally used to dating, and that you may have more success in that realm. It can represent new beginnings for those of you who are needing to make a decision between one person and another. It could, you're maybe starting off on, maybe you're leaving one person for another, especially those of you who are coupled, and you're starting off on a new path that way. It can also represent for those of you who are coupled and just together facing a major decision in your life, making a decision that starts you off on a new path, and also represents doing something, maybe taking a risk as a couple, doing something that you've never done before. The Fool is also here to remind us, particularly those of you who are in long-term relationships, just to remind you not to take each other for granted. And those of you that are also dating and maybe sometimes get frustrated with the dating experience, the Fool is here to remind us to not be too destination focused or too goal-oriented or goal-obsessed. It's always good to have a goal, especially, you know, you're striving to find a certain person and you want a certain type of relationship. But the Fool is here to remind us that the true joy and value of the lessons we learn in life is on each step of the journey, is in the experience of the journey itself, not so much in being in reaching the goal or a destination. The Fool has a destination. He has a goal. He knows he's going to get there in the time frame and the manner in which he's supposed to, but he's about enjoying each step of the journey along the way too, maybe diverting and taking some different paths, taking some risks, doing something different. So of course this is going to play out differently, even under the umbrella of couples. This could be, some of you, this is a third party situation. Some of you may make the decision just to walk away and have a new beginning. Some of you, from both parties, some of you may make a decision to stay with one person and say no to the other person. Some may leave the person that they're with to be with another person. Those of you who are coupled and facing some kind of major event together, you've made a decision to do something which is maybe kind of risky, maybe a little scary, maybe something you haven't done before, but you're off together running, having a new adventure, starting something new, doing something differently. Those of you that are dating, again, similar energy. Some of you, somebody from the past coming back. Don't forget, however this plays out for you specifically, I'm kind of still drawn to that Fool. Don't forget that it's really about the journey itself in love and romance. It's really about the journey itself and what we really learn about ourselves on our search for love and in our experience with love and in loving other people and exchanging that with other people. Don't forget what that experience is really about. Sometimes, especially in dating and when we've been with someone for a long time, we just get caught up with the day-to-day of it, or you know, that final goal, needing to find that person. It's also about learning along the way, enjoying along the way, and growing and evolving too, in our understanding of love and relationships and how we relate to each other in this life. So don't forget that. Virgo as well. So Virgo, that pretty much wraps up your love snapshot for July 2017. I hope you have enjoyed it, that it hasn't been too confusing. I hope that it's brought you a little bit of insight and clarification and validation for some of you as well. I will see you all again in about a week for the mid-month general readings. And if any of you, again, are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me and you haven't read with me before, you can click on the About or Description button on my YouTube channel's homepage for more information, and email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. As always, Virgo, until I see you again, which hopefully is soon, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, love, and a happy life. And I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.